Let's meet the visiting team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. At small forward, Zaire Williams. At center, DeAndre Jordan. At the other forward position, Devontae Mutombo. At shooting guard, Kevin Durant. At the other guard position, Anthony Edwards. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. Let's bring out the starters for your Chicago Bulls. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'3", number 7, Malik Monk. In the middle, at 6'9", number 21, Adama Sanogo. Starting at small forward, 6 feet, 10 inches, number 22, Franz Wagner. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 30, Julius Randle. At the other guard, at 6'3", number 5, De'Aaron Fox.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up.
Let me fix my stuff real quick. Make sure my son ain't been playing and moving the sliders. Won't mess with this. Good deal. Let's roll.
And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And it's tough enough to win in this league when you're at full strength. Missing one of your stars for an extended time makes it even harder.
It's tough enough to win in this league when you're at full strength. Missing a cornerstone player makes it that much harder.
So with Thomas sitting on the bench, here's who Rick Carlisle's going with. Mutombo is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. Then it's Williams. And it's Edwards in at the point guard position. And for Chicago, we've got Randall. Malik Monk out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Franz Wagner. And it's Sanogo in at the center, filling out the middle. Well, both these teams, of course, Greg, strong and rebounding. Should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
With the step back. Edwards kicks to KD. Outside Edwards. 5 to shoot. Randall with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Chicago ball.
Oh, got an SCB on the first play. Shot clock, man.
Here's Fox. Pass to Sanogo. To the paint. Here's Wagner. Williams with the block. KD against Monk. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Edward.
That was worth watching again. Franz Wagner came over from the Orlando Magic and joined already a great team and just made them that much better. And Williams came over from Denver, leaving a great team and joined an even better team. These are the two best teams in the league right now.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Now it's ended over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jason Kidd.
Now, I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. Told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
Thank you, David. Down low, here's Mutombo. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Boy, how about the quick decision-making of KD? What a fabulous job he does sifting through the defense and putting the pass on target.
Now, here's Fox. He had 15 points last outing. Wagner against Williams. Shot clock at 6. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
Big block twice already.
Outside Williams. Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's blocked. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. Connects in the foul line jump.
Damn, fucking 2 blocks in a row. Guess he was upset he didn't get that one. He's like Shaq, he's hard to get. Oh, shit. He should have went up. He should have went up again, but he passes it. So now go get them. Yeah, Fox. Bam.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on two attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Now following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And KD, good for three. KD's got 7 points in the game.
A nice rhythm jump shot for Kevin Durant. How many of those do you think he's taken in his lifetime?
Another miss by Fox. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the
3
hanging
times
finish.
block already.
Pass to Jordan. Durant in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Timberwolves.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Timeout for the Bulls. Get ready, everyone. See yourself on the screen, and you should. Show us your best moves.
Check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason.
I think for Minnesota, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
But come on now. He hit his own fucking arm. Yep.
the shot that sends him to the line.
Boy, when you look at the 6'10" Franz Wagner, what you love is the skill set. It is tailor-made for today's NBA. He can stretch you from deep. He's not afraid to mix it up on the glass. You love it.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose, an MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Here we are in the middle of the season, and Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually one or two surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise, or maybe the emergence.
Blocked, didn't it? Dude, that was a fucking block.
Player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
The first one falls. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Edwards against Fox. Monk outside. Barnes kicks to Wagner. No good on the triple.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
He should. I don't think he should have. He had the shot. I don't think he should have shot it personally. If that Williams so close, which may have been a foul actually, but you can't call it a foul. That makes him what, over 4 already?
Bulls trail by 7. Monk outside. Wants to get it to Barnes and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Damn, Barnes, you know, he left for a minute, come back, and had his shit together, man. He helped win the playoffs last year, where they almost upset LeBron James and the Miami Heat, and Jimmy Butler and all them guys.
Boy, can Barnes just get brutal on the catch and flush. Good luck with that.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to KD. His three-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Sanogo. Covered by Mutombo.
Timberwolves foul. Mutombo.
What'd he do?
Dog is checked in for the Bulls.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls. Number 3, Big Dog.
Barnes against KD. From outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Barnes has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, you really have to like that recognition by Barnes. Knew that was his play to make.
Edwards passes to Williams. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jordan with the steal. Pass to Edwards. Williams for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Boy, drawing the defense is...
He just stole it from him. Give it to Edwards.
attention. Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
To the inside. The kick out to Fox. And stolen by Jordan. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively than talking trash.
Pump fake. You got him up. Drives ball.
As well, had it in me deep down, but that brought it out the door. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, DA. Thanks.
A big round of applause.
Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. The Timberwolves, number 1. 4th, the Bulls.
What a run it's been for both these clubs in terms of their rebounding. Two physical teams on a collision course here tonight.
Edwards against Fox. Inside. Here's Big Dog, and it's sent back by Mutombo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
They get high-flying dogs, man. Him and Sonogo when they're together, but this is a great defensive team also. So.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Two minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Sonogo, covered by Mutombo. And Fox gets it to go.
All right, defensively.
With that Fox.
Now you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Fox against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
And it's Fox with the ball for Chicago. 6-point game. Here's Wagner. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds.
There's plenty of blocks tonight already. Look at how high he got just to block that.
They was last touched by Williams. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Monks checked in for Chicago. Fred VanVleet comes in for Fox. There's 1:26 left here in the opening quarter. And it's Wagner missing.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
For 3, Edwards. The offensive rebound. Timberwolves passing it around. Durant for 3. Out to Edwards. Pass to Williams. Shoots over VanVleet. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And that one's good. Barnes.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Outside Durant. Back to Edwards. Outside KD. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Coming to the floor is your 3-1-2 crew.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
For the 3-1-2 crew.
Bulls trail by 4. VanVleet wide open. The three-pointer no good. The Timberwolves shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead.
Dillingham gave it to him. Right underneath against Van Fleet. See, they switched matchups. I like that. Bam, son.
And here we go, baby. It is showtime. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds is the tip. Timberwolves gained possession.
A for effort for that one. Van Fleet. He was part of the Sacramento Beans trade. Got lucky, really. Got a good team, man.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against San Antonio.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
The shot's good from Monk.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so it's Kevin.
Come on, bro. Make that shit.
Durant making headlines and highlights for the Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this.
He's fatigued. Trust me. He gets really sluggish around 63. He gets in the 60s, he's sluggish.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Big Dog is out there with Barnes. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And there's Monk. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Mike Conley was drafted, Doris, back in 2007. And somehow, someway, he's gone his whole career without receiving a technical foul. Heck, you and I have received technical fouls over here, but not him on the floor.
At the line for
Kevin,
Chicago,
that is an impressive impressive feat, and it's also probably why he's won the NBA Sportsmanship Award more than anyone else in the history of the league, and why we will never win it.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
It's hauled in by Big Dog.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Stolen by Conley. Ball against Barnes. From 11 feet away, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, inside, Bol does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Van Vliet. Rebound, Minnesota. Pakusevski's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bol, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against the Warriors, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Julius Randle's checked in for Chicago. That one misses.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Fades and shoots. Minnesota working with a new shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
And you look at Durant, he's received the 4th most votes in the West. If the All-Star game were today, he'd be started.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer.
Yeah, not just a finisher now. Barnes always willing to make the extra pass.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first 2 points of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Monk. And here's the break. Up the floor. Here's Bol. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Conley's shot is off. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael.
Ah, fucking pussy fouls. I call them pussy fouls. They are.
Conley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Please welcome to the court, your incredible. Now on the court, your hot squad. Get loud and let them hear you. Our loudest fans are getting t-shirts. Who wants one?
See how good we're doing.
All right, a chance to check out stats for De'Aaron Fox.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout.
Oh, yeah, he'll get out of it. Bucky had 29 points 2 games ago. He led the league in scoring for the first month, I think. He led in scoring and assists, I think. Yeah. Just after a 69-point game, he kind of went down back to the 30s in a 65-point game against New York. Right now it's Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's leading the league in scoring at age 38. Can you believe that? Age 38, leading the league in fucking scoring. That's crazy. And Anthony Edwards is leading the league in assists, and he told the whole team in the media last year that since he averaged 37.5 points a game, next year he's going to try to average 15 assists a game. But either way, he'll lead the league in scoring assists. And so far, he's led the league in assists, but not with 15. So we'll see where he goes from there. I mean, he's also put up 28. I mean, that's, if he says he's going to do something and then he does it like that, that's MVP caliber. I think he deserves it again if he keeps it up.
And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
All right, fans, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everybody's welcome.
Minnesota making some changes. And a moment here to highlight some of the best and brightest from beyond the stripe. Harrison Barnes on top.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc, and that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Bulls trail by 5. Now here's Randall, still without a basket. Wagner kicks to Barnes. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
And here we can check out the story on Julius Randle. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's averaging 11 points a game, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 steals. And you love his anticipation. All those.
Yeah, he's killing it in steals, bro. It's a 3.1 right now. I mean, he's getting them every game. He is on fire, like with steals. Every game, like he's crazy. Like how many steals this guy gets. He's a really good player. Last year he made the NBA All-Star team. Hopefully, I hope he does this year. He's a big part of what they do. Last year it was him. And we don't know if Wagner will make it or not, where he was on a bad team. We know De'Aaron's making it. I hope he makes it. He deserves it. He does deserve it. Well, he's probably the best player in the playoffs. He was, yeah.
steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Monk against Edwards. Pass to KD. Over in the corner, Williams. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Clock at 4. Here's Mutombo. Buries the long-range jumper. Mutombo's got 7.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better.
That better have been a foul, bro.
Ones in the lead.
And the foul called on Edwards.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Big Dog. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
Well, I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Just an incredible month of basketball. First in assists. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
Wow. And the foul called on Edwards.
God damn. How's that a foul?
That'll be his second foul of the game. Big Dog, he's checked in for Chicago.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 3.
Fox against Edwards. Fox a screen on Durant. Barnes passes to Randall. Rebound, Minnesota.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling.
I gotta take him out. He's gonna come out, yeah. I'm gonna put him in.
3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
For Chicago, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
The first free throw is good. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household.
That's funny. He made no real. He just free throws is all he's made, yeah.
Name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Bulls making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Mutombo. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Outside Edwards. Outside Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. Drops in the tray. Thomas.
Huge 3, man. That didn't look like it was going in, I ain't gonna lie. It looked like it was going out. But he made it. He's from Tennessee. Thomas, the big 3 over Wagner, rookie. He's from Connecticut, I'm sorry. I got it wrong. Where's no? New addition to the team. He was drafted by the Timberwolves also. Connecticut. I didn't want to shoot that, but I just thought he'd make it.
Got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Wagner against Thomas. Takes the 3. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Thomas outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. to the middle. And he jams it with a hook.
He barely missed that shit, bro. Barely. His thumb went in the fucking ball. Look at that. He barely missed it.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Pass to Mutombo for the 3. The rebound by Champagnie. Bulls trail by 9. Now Wagner. Here's Champagnie. It's up a 3.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
They get the rebound. Edwards gets to Durant. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Julius Randle picks one up. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, Kevin Durant is one of one, guys. A 7-footer with the complete offensive arsenal. What a privilege to have operated in his era.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Stolen by Durant. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. Durant finishing it off in transition.
Well, that's one way to go from defense to offense. KD capable of doing it all by himself.
Look how fast, dude. At his age, he is 38 years old. Look how fast he is. Edwards right here picks it apart. Well, he holds his arm, honestly. It's a foul, but it wasn't called. And look how fast Durant is, though, of getting it. It just flies down court. It had to be like within a second. Let's see how long it takes. Let's see when he gets the ball. $36. 36, 35. 4 seconds. 4 seconds to get that ball in that dunk.
So.
1:27 left in the first half. Fox passes to Monk. Fox kicks to Monk. Back to Fox. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for...
They named him the Punisher. Ant-Man the Punisher. Taking all kinds of Marvel movie references to characters. He punished them, though, he did. Randall didn't deserve that, bro.
The throat. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Down by 15. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And again, Chicago. No good.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Chicago has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. The shot by Monk is no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Damn. Where the fuck did that come from? I think Monk, they're missing wide open shots. Charles Barkley said Monk, he should have made that. He should have made that shot. Pass Edwards. Edwards flips it. That's got a flick pass. He tries to get the ball in front of the defender's head when he throws it. He's already planned ahead to get it. And it works. He flies by. The judge just slammed the shit out of it. I didn't see it coming.
Here's Fox. 7 points in the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Monk with a screen on Edwards. 3-pointer, Fox. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Mutombo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Thomas. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got 7.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
I think they're going to try to extend it to a 20-point game if he makes balls.
That free throw good from Randall. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Here's Edwards driving inside. And the last shot at the buzzer.
He's got to shoot right there. No matter who's there or whatever, he's got to shoot. Oh, it almost went in.
Doesn't go in for it. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Timberwolves lead by 18. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how'd you get in that groove offensively in the first half?
Well, I'm just playing off of my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within the offense. And
it should show
Looks good out there so far. Thanks, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with
Kevin,
the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hey, folks, thanks for joining us.
Man,
it would be an understatement
Barkley
to say it's been a great half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive lead, partly because they're not giving anything away. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost an All-Star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first All-Star game for a player really memorable. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
A lot of people think Wagner should make it, even though he just got traded to the Bulls, but he has had a good year. The Magic have not. They have really been bad. But that being
and there wasn't too much drama in the first half.
That being said, he still should, I believe he should make it. He's struggling tonight. That's because my D's all up on him, over 8. I'm all over him. I ain't letting him get 20 points on me. Let's see how he did last couple of games. I mean, if it's for the Magic or if it's for Chicago, He's putting up over 20 a game, man. You know, first 2 games he's kind of struggled, but look here. He's playing great. Well, he started a league in the game. He started losing 12 fucking games. He started the fucking season losing 12 games. I guess at that point he was like, hell, I gotta do something. And he played better. But they still couldn't win. They still couldn't win. Yeah, he was traded before that. I think right here, I don't know, this is when he got traded, I believe. His first game. Well, I'm going to end this video right here after this. I want to thank everybody out there that did watch. I really appreciate it, and it helps. It helps my channel grow. I don't do it for money. I just do it just for entertainment purposes only, man. I enjoy the recording and, sometimes editing. I love doing stuff like this. That's what I like doing. That, and I'm a stand-up, not comedian, but I teach recovery addiction classes. I used to. I have papers where I can do it. So, I mean, like I don't watch show of that, but he had 9 assists the first half. That is great. So we'll see where it goes. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Let's look at the team. Hold on, let's look at this. Beating them and everything. That's 16 points off turnovers. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure and watch the second half, even though it's a blowout. Sometimes I come back. The Nuggets did in my last videos. Go watch them. Check them out. Subscribe. Even if you like the channel or not, subscribe. It helps.